Hi everybody, I'm back. I'm not in my house anymore. I'm back in classroom 2, as you can tell. It's kind of empty around here. Miss Kathleen is over next door. She's working on her stuff. But the building is kind of empty. And we're allowed to come back in here and do this and that, do some cleaning, do some preparation for, well, whatever is going to happen. By now, everybody should have gotten from me something like this. Package that has a bunch of supplies in it. I thought I'd spend some time today and go over what's in there. So, you know, what the heck am I supposed to do with all this stuff? Okay. First of all, there's a letter from me. And it says, April 1, 2020, greeting room 2, friends, blah, 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 blah. You can have mom and dad read that, okay? All right. There's a bunch of things that I put in here that would be useful to you. So there's a whole bunch of papers. Some people's looks a little bit different. Some people got 3 bags, some people got 1. So I'm going to go through this a little bit at a time and show you what's all in here. A bunch of stuff I put in on the Google. You can do shared documents, and moms and dads are going to get emails from me that share some of those things. So if you have a printer, you can open up some things, some worksheets and a bunch of stuff, and print that up yourself. But not everybody has a printer, so guess what? I have printed up a whole bunch of stuff that I thought might be useful. Times facts, yay! You need to practice your times facts. You just do, because if you're not doing that, you're going to get a little bit rusty. So I want to show you what I hope that you will do. I have a multiplication fact that says, oh, and this is backwards. Good news, your paper says it the right way around. So this looks like it's backwards. This says multiplication facts with 3. So the first thing you're going to do is get a pair of scissors. Yours look kind of like this, right? You have to take them out of the package first. Shh. But mine, I'm cheating because I got the big teacher scissors. So it's faster. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the part around the outside, just to save time. And snip, 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 snip. Snip, snip, snip. Just this little one on the side. I'm going to take these scraps. I'm going to put them in the trash, honest, over there. And I have this. And then I'm going to cut it up in rows. I'm just showing you my technique because I think my way is best. And it always is, right? Teacher knows best. Snap. Now I have a bunch of strips like this, and I go like this, snip and snip. And I have some facts. Now, you remember when we've talked about arrays. You know what an array is, right? You got a multiplication fact that shows a times fact. Again, it's backwards, but you're smart. You can read it. It says 7 times 3. And if you don't know what 7 times 3 is, guess what? You can count the boxes, because there's 7 boxes going up this way and 3 boxes going this way. Why am I wearing these gloves? Why? That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that. I've got these gloves because I'm going to give all this stuff to one of the friends who hasn't gotten this package yet. Somebody who lives close to me, so I'm going to bring that over by her house later today. This lucky person is going to get all these things clipped together. So I know that 7 times 3 is 21. So I'm going to write that on the back. So I can quiz my friend or my mom and dad or my brother and sister, whoever's around. 7 times 3 is, and it says in the back, 21. It says it backwards, but in real life it's forwards. Trust me. So once all that is done, I hope you can find something in your house like this. Got a paper clip, right? So I have some ones that I've already done, because that's what they do in cooking shows, right? Yes, moms and dads, you know. So I got the 2 times facts right here. So I'm going to shuffle these up. These are the ones that are already done. Okay, let's see how fast you are. Ready? There you go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. What is 4 times 2? What is 2 times 2? You got the idea. Okay. So when you get some paper clips, take your facts and clip them together. We'll practice them in groups. Okay. So you're going to notice in your package, and I'll finish these up for my friend, Honest. It's kind of peculiar how this is organized, okay? Excuse me, hold on, there we go. Okay, all right. So I have multiplication facts times 4, times 5, and then look at this. And it says division facts with 4. Division facts with 5. Division facts with, is 2 in here? I better make sure division by 2 is in here too. Okay, well, hopefully it's in there. Now, why does it only go 2 through 5? Well, because I've also included in this package, the bigger numbers have this top hat facts. Again, it's backwards, but you know, you get the idea. Top hat facts with 7. On the first side it says times 7, that's what it says. And on the back side it says divided by 7. So guess what? That's right. You're going to cut around the outside of your top hat. Now you notice, if you can look through, you can kind of see the back, right? It bleeds through, and it's not perfect. Guess what? I'm not perfect. Sorry. I hope you have in your house a tool like this. Okay. That's really useful for this because it's kind of fun. Okay, so here's one that I've already cut out. This is times 6 divided by 6. And you notice there's a little white edge around it. That's for a reason. So what I've got is I've used my hole punch, and I've punched holes in these white spots. Okay, I'll do a couple of these so you can see. Okay, and if I don't have a hole punch, that's no big deal. I can still use a pencil. I got a sharp pencil. I hope you have a pencil. And I'm just going to poke through like that. See, it's not as nice, but it does the trick. Okay, I'm going to do that for this last one here. Okay. And I can go like this. And now, here's what I can do. I can say to myself, I'm going to test myself. How well do I know my times 6 facts? So I'm going to look at this, and it says, let's see, 1 times 6. 6 times 1 is, I'm going to stick my hole through. I know it's 6. Isn't it 6? Well, let's see, I'm going to flip it around. It says right there. Hello, little pencil. It says right there. Now, my pencil is going through where it says 6, right? I can do it backwards and say this number divided by 6 is, it's 1. Let's try again. Let's see, 3 times 6. What's 3 times 6? What's 6 times 3? Anybody? I'm going to put my pencil through here. I know it's 18 because I'm cheating because it shows me on the back. 6 times 3 is 18. Okay, got it? If I'm super smart and I want to do my divided by facts, I start with the big number, right? 60 divided by 6 is, who knows? Anybody? It's 10. It says right there, 10. Got it? Okay. That's the top hat facts, and those go 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I hope you will practice your multiplication and your division facts. I know in our EDL classes, we did not get to all of the multiplication and division facts. You're going to need to know them, okay? I'm going to keep working those times 3 facts. Okay, so we talked about those things. Now in the back, there is something fun. I think it's fun anyway. I have a couple of sheets of paper that look like this. Okay. 2 sheets. This is 3 useful shapes. Now, some of you may have done this with me already because I worked on this a little bit last year. These are patterns that I can use to make geometric shapes. One thing I want you to be able to do at home is to make your own toys. And I have a kit in here, in this bag, for all of the toys. Okay, it looks like this. Okay. And there is a sheet of paper, another letter, that says Paper Toy Kit. This Paper Toy Kit goes with these sheets of paper. Now, you may be tempted to get your scissors and cut out these shapes and cut them out and glue them together, and boom, you've got a nice shape, and it's fun. You could do that, but then you get one shot at it. Okay, I'm going to show you another lesson another time, what we need to do with our shapes. Okay, hold on to these. If you want, you can fold it up and keep it with your paper toy kit. I use my paper toy with cereal boxes. Cereal boxes are nice and sturdy. They will last a longer time. So I gave you in this paper toy kit a piece of a cereal box. Doesn't necessarily look like this. This is called box board. Okay, it's nice and sturdy. And for people who eat cereal or sometimes use boxes of pasta, you can save those big pieces. And I have, here I go, I have been saving boxes just like that. So in here I've got, look, more Life. We used to have Life cereal for snack. We did that last year. But I have a whole bunch of things like this. And guess what? I was putting some of these in your paper toy kits. And another time I'm going to show you what you can do so that you can make your own figures and have something to play with in your house. I think it's fun. Anyway, so that's what this is for. And in another video, I'm going to show you how to make paper toys and hope you give that a try. Okay, let's see. Anything else I need to tell you about? Other stuff that you got in this package include, well, I think I already showed you the scissors. You got crayons and glue sticks. There are some pattern papers. I have, oh, you know what? Oh, I can show you over here. I had another kit. This is very closely related to the paper toy kit. I made a cube here, and I covered it with some of these pattern papers, like what some of you have. So here's another cube. So this is actually going to be a writing toy. I put something in here just to give it some weight. All right. So these are good for, I don't know, craft projects. And you might see something gold and flashy. Everybody should have a couple of sheets of this. This makes me think of Willy Wonka. Go check on Netflix. Okay, so here's some pattern papers. Some people have some cardstock. Some people don't, sorry. And then I gave people a bunch of construction paper. That'll be great for crafts and projects. Okay, for those parents who look through this stuff and you would see things like, oh gosh darn it, where is it now? Yes, here we go. Some people like me who are rule followers, you go back on here and they'll read these instructions down here and it will say, paste this page on red construction paper and cut along the dotted lines. You might notice I did not glue this on red construction paper. You know what? I can find better uses for construction paper than gluing them on some silly multiplication times table facts. Okay? So I just cut these out straight up and I did not glue them on anything. It's going to be just fine. They work just the same. So I want you to have some materials. I want you to have papers that you can write on, draw on. Oh, right. Everybody should have beautiful, creamy, the video probably doesn't do it justice, paper. I had in a special box in our room 2 closet. This is great for markers, crayons, colored pencils, even watercolor. This is a nice rag paper. If you hold this up to the light, you might see a watermark. It's pretty nice paper. So you have a bunch of sheets of that. I think having graph paper, graph paper is handy for those of you who like to do your manga drawings, or this is good for scribbling multiplication facts or keeping your numbers all straight. So that's good for a lot of different kinds of work, and a bunch of lined writing paper. You guys should have some lined writing paper you can use. And I also tried to give everybody their EDL notebooks again too. Well, I think that about covers it. I want you guys to have stuff that you can work with in the next few weeks. And I'll be connecting with you, and I may ask you to please find this material or that. So take good care of your materials. Keep them in some place where you can find them again. And we'll be in touch, okay? I hope your day is great, and I'll be calling you, all right? See ya.